Hey, what's up, guys? I thought I would check in with you today as I begin my work day. Yesterday I came across an opportunity that I want to tell you guys about. All right, I think it's a pretty good opportunity. All right, and I was not aware of this fight until yesterday, um, when I saw the face-off video um, in my YouTube feed. All right, um, it's the fight between Troy Williamson and Josh Kelly in the UK tomorrow. All right. You know, I was fascinated when I saw the face off. I was like, I didn't know about this fight. I wonder what the odds are, right? Now, I don't know a lot about Williamson, but I do remember him because he was the guy that KO'd uh, Ted Cheeseman, all right? And what was Cheeseman's last fight, all right? I watched that fight live. I was like, man, this guy looks dangerous, a puncher. In 19 wins, he's undefeated. He has one draw on his record, I believe. But in 19 wins, he's had 14 stoppages, all right? So I know that the guy has a punch, all right? A dangerous guy, all right? Now, he's fighting Josh Kelly, who, is a very talented guy, but has been a bit disappointing, all right? For his talent level, this guy should be undefeated and should be, nearing a world title shot, with his talent level, Matchroom was really pushing him. They thought the Avanesian fight was good for him. They put him in with Ray Robinson, which he got a draw in that fight. Um, but of course, when he fought Avanesian, he got stopped. All right. Avanesian was, a smaller, older fighter who eventually caught up to him and stopped him. All right. Knocked him down once and then, had him on chicken legs the second time. And the fight was, I mean, hell, the ref was stopping it. The towel was flying in. All right. Um, guys, currently, as I do this video, you can get a plus 340 on Troy Williamson to get a stoppage against Josh Kelly, all right, at FanDuel. Now, the highest I've seen outside of that is Bovada at a plus 300. Everywhere else is pretty much below a plus 300, all right. On the money line, this fight is pick'em odds. But, guys, I think that is a great line. It was higher than that, but some money came in on it, all right. Um, plus 340 on a guy who was a puncher at 154. And as I looked at his box rec, he fought above 160. He fought at 164 early in his career, all right. So he's had fights at middleweight and above middleweight. But now he is fighting at 154. Now he has some defensive liabilities, he was getting hit, a bit too much for my liking against Ted Cheeseman. All right, I wish he was better defensively. He does not have the foot speed or the hand speed that Josh Kelly has. All right, so I would say Josh Kelly is the better athlete, but Williamson is definitely the bigger puncher between the two. All right, and Josh Kelly has shown that he can be hurt and stopped. All right, when he fought, a smaller guy who has a punch. Got to give Avanesian his credit. But, I think the argument can be made that Williamson is a hard puncher because he's a bigger guy than Avanesian, all right? And I believe if he starts finding Josh Kelly's chin, he could be in trouble, all right? He could get stopped. And this is a 12-round fight, not a 10-round fight, so he has even more time to get the stoppage. Ted Cheeseman was a tough guy who had been in wars. He only got stopped once in his career, and it was against this guy. All right, so, Josh Kelly is a guy with a lot of talent. Again, foot speed, hand speed, good defense. The guy was an Olympian. All right, he's a skilled guy, but for some reason, when he stepped up, he just hasn't been able to put it all together. As I watched some film yesterday, you know what I think it is? I think it's just the guy gets, I think, a combination of mental and physical fatigue when he steps up in these big fights, the Ray Robinsons, the Avanesians. he starts out great early. He's sharp, he's fast, he's hard to hit. But as the fight goes on, he's more hittable. If he gets hit, he's more prone to want to have a back and forth, get the war, and that's a mistake. Natasha Jonas said it on the commentary when he fought Avanesian, said that he should stop doing it. He should go back to, doing what was working for him, which was staying outside, being a slick boxer. Maybe he has learned since then. I don't know. But with the bravado, the trash talk, he's a very cocky fighter, man. You can tell he fights with his hands down. He believes in his defense very much. So I think he is a prideful guy. And with the way these guys have been going back and forth, he might be prone to get in a shootout with this guy and could get hit and could get hurt. All right, so guys at a plus 340, while Williamson does not have, he might not be as great defensively as Josh Kelly. He might not have the hand speed or the foot speed, but he has the punch. And if he's hitting Josh Kelly flush, if they get into a back and forth, if he can find him, remember, this is a guy who fought above 160 at times in his career, and was winning fights and stopping guys. They might have been low level guys, but he was, winning and stopping guys, even above 160. All right. So he has that kind of punch. All right. He knocked out Ted Cheeseman bad, cold. All right. A scary looking knockout. Head snapped, twisted. Towel came flying in. Commentators screaming for him to stop the fight. It was that bad. All right. So if he's finding Josh Kelly at a plus 340, a puncher who fought above 160 against a guy who was fighting at 147 at one point in his career, who got knocked out by a 47 pounder, a shorter, older 47 pounder at that. I think it's a great opportunity. It's a great line, a plus 340, man. So, really that's it, guys. I want to tell you guys about that opportunity coming up this weekend. I think it's the most intriguing play of the weekend. I really do not care about Fury and Chisora at all. They have no interest in that fight. We'll not be talking about that fight. So, really, that's it. I have been watching the Sandor Martin Teofimo line. The early money was coming in on Sandor. The highest you can get it now, I believe, is a plus 550 at William Hill Caesars. All right. But money came in, but I saw at one casino money came in on Teofimo and some props were released. They're believing that fight to go to a decision. All right. And they are favoring Teofimo to get a decision win. I believe, playing the over, money came in on the over on that fight. I think it was 8.5 rounds. I believe that fight will go over. I believe it will go to distance. It could be a screwy situation with the scorecards. With it being, a top ranked show at the Hulu Theater, 10-round fight. I think the draw could be a good play. But I will talk about that more in depth, next week as more odds are released. But I hope you guys have been doing well, and we'll check in with you guys soon. Thanks for watching.